Hey everybody, so I have recorded this twice now and neither time it has saved. So hopefully third time's the charm. I am here for Foster Friday. I have had a ton of questions about what I call the girls. You guys have heard me call them Veggie and Bop, but I don't think that's what most of you mean. We got notified about them on January 3rd of last year. It's been exactly a year. And when we were notified about them, our caseworker actually kind of jumped the shark a little bit. She wasn't supposed to have told us about them yet, but she really wanted to be able to talk about the situation with the prospective new foster parents. So she notified us a little bit early, but we basically were given a little bit of information and said, do you even want to meet these girls? So we talked about that for the night and said, yes, we want to meet these girls. We met them in mid to end of January, and then March 12th, they moved home. In between that time, at first we didn't talk about them to anybody, not our parents, not anybody for the first few days, except I texted one person about it and I mentioned on Facebook that we had this opportunity. Then a week later, when things were starting to get a little bit more solid that we were actually going to meet them, we told our parents about the girls, and that's kind of how we referred to them, the girls. They weren't our girls. We didn't refer to them as our girls, our daughters, anything but the girls at that point, or by their names. In March, when they moved home, we began calling them our daughters. I have had kids that have come and stayed with us, whatever, and obviously I wouldn't call them my kids, but if I am being trusted to act as a parent for a child, they are my kid, and that's always how I will refer to them, as my son or daughter. So at that point, I started calling them Veggie and Bop. It's nicknames that are kind of based off their names. It's very understandable once I tell you about the nicknames, but I'm not going to post their names onto YouTube. Online, they were only referred to as Veggie and Bop. We have posted their names onto Facebook. Mostly, anywhere I go, I refer to them as Veggie or Bop, or my kids, my daughters, that kind of thing. And it's been that way basically since day one. When they were adopted, it just became official. The only difference is now I can say my daughters to medical or